We talk about the high-speed nature of the Road Atlanta.
Should we say for every full course yellow, for every I'm back now, I'm fully back. For every full course yellow, I'm gonna take a full drink, like a full mug of it, full mug of my drink. Look at the setup I've got. Got the plate, there, mug, bottle. For every full course yellow, I'm gonna have one of these, a full cup of this. So yeah. But yeah, so they're on the, I think they're on the formation laps now. But Valkyrie did well in quali, I didn't realise. He's up in 5th. 2 Acuras in the BMW and a shocker. Did somebody... I think the BMWs went backwards after quali. Yeah, so for, again, just to reiterate for streaming for the video, every full course yellow, I'm filling up a full mug of cider, and I'm downing it all. I want to try and make this seem like backseat driver from like the Veloce days, but it's probably not going to be that, but it can be close. Nothing beats that. No, something does beat that. The sound of this is good. The sound of a Valkyrie and a Cadillac and that goes. Yeah, it evens. I think we're about to go green. 93 Acura had a lot of electrical issues, but they qualified very well. It will be curious to see, John, how fast they can fly. Caddy v Acura into someone. Lamborghini's last race in GTP and in Hypercar. Oh, Valkyrie. The Valkyrie had a shocker. So it's 10 hours. It's a 10-hour Petit Le Mans, right? That answers that question. Come on, Lambo. Nothing. GTD. Oh, LMP2 rounds. United is round. Well, he's back on track now. To Brazelton and to Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Oh, the Chevy and the Lexus. Go on. Lexus at the front of the GTD profile. Love that. To the Lexus and Nicky Katzberg in the Corvette. And Katzberg has dealt with the Chevy and the Lexus going for it. Whoa, Ferrari round. Oh, that's going to be a yellow, surely. The Chevy. Is that 94? That's the championship, surely. We've also got the AWA Corvette in there, and I think one of the manufactured championship. That's it.
That's the Gradient Mustang.
Oh my goodness!
This surely, yeah, full course yellow straight away.
Full course yellow, right? I'm feeling it.
Oh, huge!
Oh, the Mustang! No, I didn't even see that. That's further back up the track. Damn! That's up at the top of the hill at turn 3, and this was down at the bottom of turn 4. Cluster. Magnus car. The virtual energy.
Oh my lord, what a GTD doing! Before we got through safe, we saw the LMP2 go around. So the United LMP2 went round in the ashes, but came back on track quite swiftly. Then the 34 went round in the same place in the ashes. The Chevys come down, smacked into it head on, front end to front end of both cars. And the Mustangs got caught up in it, the Astons got caught up in it, and it looks like a Lamborghini GTD has also got caught up in it. So GTP okay, LM2 bit messy, GTD Pro seems okay, GTD clown show.
That will be the Wentworth will be champions.
Well, it was the Conquest car getting on the curb.
Oh, it was the Ferrari. I thought it was a Corvette. No, so 2 Ferraris. That's gonna hurt them in manufacturers championships, surely.
The Gradient car was involved in that. I thought it was further back.
Oh no way! He was gonna avoid that on the Mustang. That's such a sad hit for the Mustang.
Tried to pass some people. When they were all checking up and
oh my lord, it's a huge jump. Hope they're okay, man.
The Gradient car getting caught up in
I hope they haven't had their legs in that, because their legs could have really been out of that.
Cars all over the place.
That's the Aston, isn't it? Yeah.
Bonnet coming off and flying off the 44 John Bonnet Magnus Racing Aston
Thumb.
from 5 to 6. There's a left rear puncture on the 45. Wexler Racing Lamborghini. Drivers getting out of the cars. That's the good news.
The first full course. I said earlier, full course yellow. I take one of these and I drink a whole lot of that in it.
And it would appear then that some of these cars, I don't
fill up a little bit more.
Got
a bit of lemonade in there for now, but I probably won't have a lot by the end.
That looks somewhat difficult.
I thought that was Heart Racing. It's not. It's the virtual racing. Aston Martin, the Dex Lambo.
It's good to see Manny Franco getting out.
The 45.
Walking, albeit
that's the same car that had that massive fireball in Virginia. Whoa, the debris, man.
A lot of work.
That LMP2 was crawling to try not get a puncture.
Bodywork everywhere.
I'm surprised if they don't red flag it.
Damaged as well at the front. And
I'm surprised that they won't red flag that.
Well, Joey Hand extremely experienced, but he was right close to it.
God, I've missed him though. I've missed him though. Battle on the brakes was cool, but it's been a minute.
Whether he just didn't see what was happening ahead of him, but he went past 2 or 3 cars that were checking up and dived to the right-hand side to be faced with the Conquest Ferrari pointing towards him. Very scary moment for Brendan. Huge implications.
So, first full course yellow of Petit Le Mans in the 10 hour.
For a potential invitation
Here we
to
go.
Le Mans 2026.
Great point, John. That is huge because now AWA Corvette, who are tied on points with the Inception Ferrari, they will then be in a really strong position.
They were involved as well, but I think, or if not,
they were just actually qualifying at the back of the field played in their favour there because they had time to slow down and avoid the incident. So that will mean that AWA could be going to Le Mans for the 2nd year in a row. Of course, they went to Le Mans this year for the first time as the Bob Aitken Award winners. And with that very unfortunate incident there with the Inception team, that could be the end of their challenge for that coveted award.
Well, I mean,
drama already.
That's off the road, John.
Drama. And I'm trying to see if Ora Fidani is still running. Yes, I think he is.
He got stopped just in time. He had started at the back of the grid.
That is incredible to see that.
Yes,
so
he is
early
still
on.
going. Yeah, he's on the tail.
Literally the first 2 minutes, first 30 seconds of the race.
For them, should I say?
Yeah, confirming their commitment to the IMSA WeatherTech Championship next year, albeit under a slightly different nomenclature. Or if Fidani launching a team.
Anyone who thinks that goal is good.
I think if you peel off the sticker, it will be AWA underneath.
Some people are going to be like, oh, why are you drinking it
and
then?
the same drivers too.
Let's go to our
Party,
who's down at AO.
I shouldn't say that. That's bad. No one quote me on that, I beg.
What's going on down there? Were they caught up in that, Arjuna?
Well, I had seen the crew member run over to the wall just to watch Lauren Heinrich come past the start-finish line, John. Lauren came over the radio and said that he had a bit of contact, but he thinks the only damage, the only implication from that contact was the mirror has been turned in. It's not a big deal, the right side mirror, but it's something they'll get worked on in the first of the pit stop cycles whenever they come down the pit lane.
Thanks, Arjuna. I think there'll be a lot of people as well. I'm slightly surprised we didn't get a red flag there.
Shame.
Because of the debris on the track.
Commentator said as well, so surprised we didn't get a red flag. Shame.
Conquest machine, it's the yellow.
Because that was all over the track on the S's there. Recovery vehicle was where we
We
left.
had actually hit the Inception car. Brendan coming round the outside.
Disaster for Ferrari in GTD. Disaster. Oh. I'm surprised if that Inception Ferrari driver hasn't had his leg in that.
As well, that secondary impact is very scary. And the Inception car being craned away there.
So I know obviously these are Formula 1 cars, your legs aren't there, like that, but it can still hurt if you're wallet.
Main thing there that we picked up in reviewing that nasty incident.
What I was about to say, before I burped, really sadly, it can still hurt when you whack your leg, or when you whack into someone at that speed especially, because if you haven't seen it, he's just thrown it in and smacked into them.
Very kind of him to speak to us here, Ryan Marine, and not the start
that they wanted in that car. Till really looking forward to getting back into the 66 Silver Mustang.
And I'll echo that sentiment. Thanks for talking to us under these difficult circumstances. First of all, have you heard from Joey and he's doing all right?
Yeah, he's doing okay.
All right, well, that's the most important thing. Do you have any idea what the extent of the damage might be and if you can get back out?
We don't know yet. It looks pretty bad, to be honest, so it's definitely not going to be trackside repairs. So we'll take it back to the garage, see if we can get back out there.
Can you describe the emotions, the highs of the pomp and circumstances before this race, and then to have it come to an end so abruptly?
Yeah, it's a pretty brutal dip there. I mean, yeah, we were really excited for the race. I think we had a good car, and yeah, pretty tough to be out of contention so early on.
I didn't realise BMW had such a bad qualifying.
This year running in the Endurance
Yeah, Van der Linde's got ahead of Grosjean at the start.
It's been a lot of fun getting
Van Dorn nearly did, but I think he fell behind at the S's.
Yeah, shame to end it like this.
That Aston of Roscoe really concentrated the GTP in the LMP2, so because at the start, the Aston, he put the throttle down, and I don't know if it was a kick of dust or something, but I just saw him jink a bit. It's like he lost the car and he spun it. And then I see like the top five like pulling out, and then I see the Aston holding up a whole gaggle of cars towards start one. He really concertinaed everything. I'm surprised we haven't seen the LMP2 spin yet. I don't know if he just lost the car and then caught it again, or I don't know how underwhelming or overwhelming it is for him. But yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen the LMP2 spin yet, but yeah, United going down the field then, because it's their championship contender, aren't they? It's United and Spike, AO Racing, that's what it's called, AOTF. Is it AO by TF? No, that's the LMS. But yeah.
So yes, great goldfish. Listening to the best endurance racing broadcast.
Iron Dames, they're not in this, are they?
Ramstein Air Base in Germany. I'm enjoying some Oktoberfest beer. Let's smash the loud pedal and let those horses sing. So you've made me envious now, because Weiss beer in Oktoberfest is one of my. I don't drink a lot of beer now, but Weiss beer is still something that I have a little bit of a yearning for. And on a Sunday in Munich, 4 o'clock only.
So Harper in the BMW and GT Pro is the leader. I think it's Chevy versus Ferrari in GT Pro and in GTD as well. But I think there's Chevy Ferrari who have just had a shocker in GTD there. Chevy Ferrari, is it BMW and Mercedes? Or is it Mustang and BMW? I can't remember which one it is. But yeah.
What it means is that Lawrence Vantor will be driving both cars, so he will be not at the same time. He's good, but not that good. So he'll be between the number 6 and the number 7 car. So we also as well.
Yeah. So yeah, no, this is gonna be weird. So this is gonna be Lamborghini's last race in GTP, which I said just at the start. But also, it's going to be Porsche Penske's last race that they're doing in IMSA alongside WEC. And then the 8 Hours of Bahrain is going to be their last WEC race for the time being. It's only Penske leaving, in a way. It's like, only Penske Porsche are leaving, but from what I know, Proton Porsche are still staying. And also Porsche, the factory Porsche, are still staying in IMSA.
Luckily everybody is okay.
Also, ALMS, Asian Le Mans Series, doing hypercars. What cars are on the entry list for it?
We have to do a few double stints.
Because are Proton Porsche in there, or what's going on with it? Here we go.
We have a good
so the 34, he was racing the BMW, got onto the grass, and then just had a fishtail, overcorrected it, and then went all the way around in front of everyone, and then the 70 Ferrari trying to go around the outside of a... So the Lamborghini, the Dex Lamborghini, got rear-ended, so the Lamborghini slams the brakes on. The Ford and the Ferrari both just fly out to try and avoid that, and in doing so, they both run into the 34 Ferrari, and then run into each other as well. I think you can hear the driver just going, "No!" Oh, it's a shame for him. So is the track, has it been rained on, or is that oil? Because on the
Because
that's the second like clue I've seen Reigns. The Aston Martin at the start, he had the hypercar, the GTB. He had wheel spin and so on. I thought I saw either spray or dust, and then I see water on the camera of the Inception Ferraris. I'm not too sure if that's just oil or if that's just like rain. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'll be back in 2 secs. My crisps are gone, so I'm gonna go bin them.
Big race ahead of us. Thanks, Philip. Thank you.
One pit caller here at the moment, and it's the Forte Racing member Petit. Eric Noguera started that car, and it was caught up in that melee at the start. Significant damage, at least to the bodywork on the right front. What they're actually going to do, the mechanics, it looks like they're trying to take away some of the damaged bodywork and replace it with a spare nose section, but they might have some extra work to do because of the headlight as well on the right front has been damaged, and it looks like maybe it's something with the cable of that headlight that is going to have to be dealt with before it's all said and done. Right now, they do have the front damaged part of the fascia driving that car off at the moment, and they've replaced the right front tire. They've given the suspension a look, and it seems like they've given that the okay, but still a little bit of repair work to do. Key thing at this stage, though, is to keep this car on the lead lap, because if you can do that, then you never know what can happen at the end of one of these long WeatherTech Championship races.
Right, hello to Mark Whiteleg, to Glenn Tyrrell, to Dave Alcott, Liam Kelso, watching after an eventful day. He told he'd seen one race car, but watching him lifting his mood at the moment. Hope you're alright, Liam. And the metal will fix. Thomas Vicker, already in Germany. Let's have a look at some of
so
the
78's
standings then.
For
Two Porsche Penske Motorsports team cars 6 and 7. Two Matthews, Matthew Jaminet and Matty Campbell with an 88-point lead. 7th place or better wins them the championship with no recourse to have to worry about where any of their competitors finish. That's in the GTP, the front of the field. It's the red and white car with the red and white stripes on it. The 7 has got red with black stripes on it. Now, for that number 7 car, if they win, Felipe Nasser and Nick Tandy can win the championship if their teammates are 9th or worse off. So really, they've got to go for the win. That gives the best opportunity. As an outside chance for the Vanton A BMW. They have to win, and then the two Mathieu and Mathieu, have to be 11th or worse. So that's an outside chance, but as we have only got a dozen cars in the class.
But I don't think we've ever seen the class so competitive as we have here this weekend. With the technical team have nailed it this weekend with how close all the cars are in terms of performance. Yes, they have different parts of the circuit where they're stronger, sure, but
well, with the United Autosport having a bad start, if that continues throughout the entire race, then yeah, PJ Hart's going to win the championship easily. I don't know what the point system is in IMSA, but no matter the point system, I reckon 178 points isn't going to be closed quite easily by Daniel.
Robinson, Felipe Fraga, it would be a fairy story if Gar could go out with a championship victory. For the 99, a Spike Skeleton, 4th place or better.
But yeah.
And the 99 has to be 5th or worse off. That actually is not big. Icy's dad had a great run yesterday in the Michelin Pilot Challenge, one of his best
OBS disconnecting, reconnecting, OBS reconnection successful.
Last night in the hotel. Quick hello to some
no frames of drops, that's good. Probably because I've been in the same place for like a long time.
To this race whilst running a 10k event in Warsaw.
So there's a green flag. Yeah, it's green flags, I think. Here we go. We're green flags again. Here at Petit Le Mans. Let's see if I can go a bit longer. JDC Miller cars struggled at the back at the start there.
Oh, Wayne Taylor. Or the silver caddy.
It was a single file restart, of course. All of the GT
There's the Wayne Taylor, blue one. I got that wrong there, my bad.
Ahead of all the GTDs. And a cleanish start. Still
Thought I saw the caddy get loose then.
Just me. Going past us now as the leaders at the
God, the Lamborghinis have a shocker. It's got jumped by both BMWs. No, it hasn't. Only one. They're struggling to warm their tyres up as well. I'm seeing a lot of weaving on the straight. The BMW especially. Of, I think it's the 25, if I'm not mistaken.
On his tailpipe at the moment.
Come on, Roman. Oh, here comes Aiken. Come on. Another full course yellow. What have they done this time? Oh, wow.
Second place car, Jack Aiken, just ran over something. Was it a door mirror? I'm not sure.
Aiken just ran over something there. That could be puncture worthy, depending on what it was. Why is there a full course yellow again?
So it looked like a yellow mirror to me before it was absolutely eviscerated by the Cadillac in second position. Really
Why
good
the full course
spot
yellow? What's
by
happened?
Race Control and the Marshals trackside, and thank you to the ladies and gentlemen who volunteer to give their time, whether they are waving flags trackside.
I can't tell if that's split damage, but
all, of course.
I'm looking for a puncture or tyre blisters or anything on that 31.
The army of absolutely gloriously happy volunteers at Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta. Priscilla, Annie, we've met quite a few of them over the last few days. Everybody's had a kind word and a smile for us.
It's my first time here. It's a privilege to be here, and it has blown me away just to right across the board how friendly everyone has been. Not so friendly for Jackie. It comes down towards turn 10A and B, and it drops off a cliff down into the braking zone here.
I thought he had
it's
a run
there.
there.
Mirror, you're right, when it was a mirror. So
it's a green mirror.
Off several different cars.
A
lot of the GTD cars.
One of the GTDs has had that mirror come off, and Aiken just ran over it. That could be a puncture, and if that's a puncture, then
it's an ex-Ferrari mirror now. I mean, not a chance that you could see that from the low-down seating position. You know what? He did see it because he jigged to the right to try and get through. I'm hearing it's Leela Wadou's mirror, or was, that is on the circuit now.
And why is it full course yellow though? Is it for the wing?
Driver's side mirror that's gone. Quite distinctive mounting on the Ferrari that is aerodynamic, beautiful piece of carbon work that pulls.
So if the mirror was, if it was for the mirror, then why did they go green again?
And rear arches in that lovely arc that you have behind you.
I am flabbergasted that you could tell that was a Ferrari mirror from that angle, that far away.
They are quite distinct.
Was it a lucky guess?
Well,
maybe.
Educated. And there's some damage, I think, to the back of Leela Wadou's car on the right rear of that number 21 Ferrari as well. It's a very distinctive.
Trying to see if there's any drops in the order that look.
Now we did open the pits after that first caution because we were within 15 minutes of the start, but this is a standard stop now and the opportunity for one or two people to go off strategy, and it's been taken by a number of cars in the
all of GTP have come in. Oh no, some people stayed out.
And also coming in,
Caddy's gone
the
out.
championship leader. Let's go to Arjuna, who has a raft of prototypes.
Yeah, about half the prototype field are all in. The pit lane's open and everyone's in. Everyone's in.
When that second safety car came in, Nick Yellowly slides into the box in front of me, and it is just virtual energy that goes into the car. The Michelin tyres stay on the wall, and we're talking 3-4 seconds. Not much going into that car by any means, but off and away a clean pit.
JDC jump in the caddy, the BMW, the Lambo.
That was a really quick turnaround for the yellow submarine. Pretty much all of the LMP2s came in as well. That was more down
It was all of them, thank you. That
All
was
the GTDs, it looks like GTD Pro stayed out. A bunch of GTDs looks like they stayed out as well. So everyone's all mixed up now. Where's... I think Aiken and Blomquist both stayed out.
I think the Robinson car,
That's
it's a little ways
interesting.
away from me, but it had an
Yeah, so
extended stay.
Aiken,
The crew was working on
Blomquist,
some body work, so
Nada
maybe they
and
picked up a little
Gunn,
bit of damage as
and
well. I'll check in with them in a moment.
Albuquerque
Did also
have
want to
all
report,
stayed out. The rest of them
unfortunately,
all
it's
came
done
in.
for Magnus Racing. Just talked to John Potter, and he was obviously quite upset about the situation, but happy that everyone seems to be all right. But it does seem like it is day done for the 44 Aston.
Yeah, no wonder Day's done for the 44 Aston. Did you see the state of his car? That wasn't an Aston, that was a... That wasn't even a... That wasn't even...
That is a championship winning situation.
But,
I said it yesterday in the qualifying show.
Yeah.
That they have been the reference.
That wasn't an Aston, that was...
They've won big races, they've won the
It
championship.
looked more like a PLP 50 than an Aston,
They
yeah. That's
really
what I'm trying
are
to say.
impressive. Their driver lineup has been
yeah.
consistent, of course, over the last few years. They've really built up a great unit.
There's a GTD Pro car in 6th place. This is at 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. That is mad. So, yeah, because of those... So most of the prototype runners came in the GT field. It looks like they've... 99% all of them have stayed out. Oh no, there's a couple coming in now. What are they? Are they GTDs? They look like GTDs.
They're potentially a
Can't
little bit
tell.
more advanced, but they're making
Yeah, they're
absolute best
GTDs.
of that package, and they thoroughly
BMW, Corvette, Rexy, Lambo, Merc, a couple Ferraris, I think, Mustang, second BMW's in as well.
In touch with us, Cairo, Egypt, checking in with Sems, Ali Sems, waiting for Lexus before it's replaced. An announcement on Monday we're hearing about that Lexus replacement. And our checking in as well from the UK.
What's going on?
Good to have all of your company at IMSA Radio as the GTs flood in. Let's go back to our gym.
Oh, there's a red light at the pit lane. Oh, right. I thought that was a problem for the 48.
BMW with a great pit stop. It's only fuel up and down the pit lane. The one team that now has to blend back in is the Corvette Pratt & Miller number 3, and they will filter into line 4. One car, or rather 2 cars I should say, behind their championship rivals. A good pit stop for Dragon Speed, who roll off in second.
As far as the GTD cars that were down in my section are concerned, there were quite a few tire changes and a few driver changes as well. Did see one for the Chenoweth Racing team, driver change there. I did see Tony McIntosh got in the Vanderstel Racing, Aston Martin as well. And while they were doing those
some of the GTDs came in, but the P6, P7, P8, P9 overall, so the Lexus, the Ford, the BMW, who are all training the Chevy as well, they have all stayed out. And they're 6th and, oh no, one of them's just gone down the order. Oh, they're having to let through the LMP2s and that to avoid issues at the start.
Simon Hoff, hello Simon.
They might be.
Been a lovely deal in North Yorkshire. Had a drive out this morning to get a horsepower fix of another type. And that is a very lovely ex-British wheel. Is that a Type 33? Difficult to see it on the little picture. Diesel locomotive that he's looking at there. And well, thank you for tuning in. Good to have your company at IMSA Radio. Hello to Daniel Roberts, finished work, managed to make it home in time to watch Petit Le Mans. No work tomorrow, so full push to the end. I'm stopped on the services, at the services rather, on the way to Hastings for the Battle of Hastings reenactment tomorrow. A weekend of action all round. Clark Duffy, are you involved or are you just going to watch? Be careful with that guy with the bow and arrow, he'll have your eye out if you're not careful. Grant Westman tuned in. Soundtrack to my concussion recovery, albeit on volume 2. Yes, Grant, no looking at the timing and scoring for you. Keep your eyes off screen so you can listen quietly, but no looking at screens, please, if you're recovering from that concussion.
Bless him. There's someone watch Petit Le Mans, he's on concussion recovery, so he can't watch it, he's just having to listen. Bless him. that's dedication, fair play. To be fair, I'd be exactly the same as well, and many other motorsport fans. Like, how passionate can motorsport fans be to the point where even if we're suffering with concussion recovery, we're still gonna find a way to be involved with our beautiful motors. I love the motorsport community. I love it. Anyway, we've got the drink again. The mug.
TDS, by the way, we didn't cover this at the start because of all the action. TDS lost their qualifying position and had a chat with some other teams last night to find out what exactly this meant. The bulletin from IMSA Technical was pretty specific, but we didn't really know what it meant. And we started looking things up on the internet, and Ryan was quoting me the definition of the word mass rather than weight. What I just want to ask the other two is the class splits are going on.
So what was the point of the second full course yellow? What was the point of that?
And TDS bodywork not within homologated mass limits and over, in fact, the homologated mass limits. Now, you'd think, wouldn't you, if you were quote-unquote overweight or over mass, then how can that be an advantage? Well, two things. First of all, it likely occurred because it was a repaired bodywork part, particularly somewhere like the front or around the splitter, as we get Gar Robinson's riding 74 coming in the pit lane at the moment, because they do get a bit of a hammer on the LMP2s. But what was explained to me, and I didn't realise this, that each body part on the LMP2s, and this is specific to the LMP2s and not the prototype, the GDPs, I'll tell you why in a moment. Each body part has an homologated mass for the part. Now the reason for that is so that you can't build an underweight chassis and car and then put heavy panels on it to put the weight where you want. It has to be within the weight split front to rear, and that is why it is an homologated mass to that particular body part.
Wow, that was a flinty mirror as well.
It's slightly different in GTP, where they wear the GTPs and take the split as part of the homologation process.
So the full course yellow for the second time was for the wing mirror.
Lost their pole position.
Bit strange. And also, I'm a bit confused why they didn't just red flag it if that was the case. Or, well, maybe not red flag, but I'm surprised that it's a full course yellow for this long.
Ferrari going down the hill as they went 3 or maybe even 4 wide in the GTD battle.
So in half an hour we've had about 2 laps of action. A huge shunt between the Ferrari disaster class, very F1-like, and a bit of GTP action on top of it. GTP, the Lamborghini's really not benefited from the pit stop round. It's down in last. The JDC Porsche is kind of just swapped places with the Aston. It went from plumb last to now 8th. The Aston of Ross Gunn is now screaming his V12 up at a P4 place.
Try and get that driving time out of the way.
And yeah, so we got NASA, who's championship contender in GTP, as well.
And then hand it over to the
professional drivers. Is that damage on the United Autosport?
Interestingly, privately, they've taken an extra stop to everyone else.
I thought there was something like chipped on it. It's not. It's just the white paint on it. But yeah. Obviously, they are theoretically championship contenders, providing that Spike finishes lower than 5th.
Yeah, the reason they came in the second time was they had a long stop the first time. That's because they had to replace the front nose assembly on that machine. It was a broken die plate that was the issue with that car. So they had already lost their track position. They figured, let's go ahead. We're at the back of the class anyway. Come in, top off with fuel, and then maybe that helps open a window later on.
Clever, yeah, very clever there from Riley. We've come to expect over so many years for that outfit. They'll be racing in the GTD category next year with the Mustang. Great to see Riley and Ford back together. They've had so much success together over the years.
Chicago suburbs checking in, TNA, good to know. Loving the skeleton cars there. Ben Wilshire also checking in. We'll get these done so you can see no race action. Matt Brindle, not very well. 3:40 in the morning in Australia. Can't sleep. Put on Petit, so it could be a lot worse. Hope you're feeling better.
You give 100%, so we give back.
Just put on an advert for no reason.
Even for at once. Sideline sharp.
Season with friends on Discord supporting the BMWs. Hello, New Chop. Good to know you're there. Chris Humphrey. It's been a while since I've had the chance to enjoy an IMSA endurance race live. I love Road Atlanta. Right up there on my marshalling bucket list. Yeah, do it. The answer is yes, do it. Jordan the Gamer says, watching from the UK, always watching when I'm free, back in the UK. And loving what he's seeing at the moment, as is R&B 180. Essex in the UK. What a 6 in the evening. Being the best.
Called 6 in the evening, yeah, he's right.
See? Even got the railway engine right.
You're on fire today,
I
John.
am on
Coming
fire.
back to green.
Green.
You want to get to us, and it's
And the Cadillac. Oh, Nazar, you cheeky bee. Oh, he's left himself vulnerable. The Aston.
Peter nods and puts the thumb up next to me. As up into 4th place, it's Ross Gunn for Aston Martin and the Hartner Racing team in that
BMW's left himself vulnerable.
Normally
Oh, JC.
Here comes the BMW working its way back through as well. That's Dries Vantor on Max Estes.
Lambo's had another shocker. He's trying to find his way through.
In that number 8,
JC losing places to the BMW who's actually going for it. 24 was absolutely on a mission. Clearing the JDC out of the way.
Hybrid V8. Bobby Rahal saying they want to stay involved in IMSA. They're certainly staying involved with BMW. Now,
oh, the Lambo.
Drive through. This is for the incident with Chetilar Racing, and this will be a drive-through for Anthony McIntosh.
Drive-through for car 19.
Racing Aston Martin, the number 19. So Chetilar Racing on the wrong end of that, and Anthony will have to come down and drive through the pit lane. What an opening 40.
What happened in that battle with the BMW and the Lambo? Lambo came out in front. There we go. Yes, he's 63 this last race. I'm hoping it does well.
What strategy will be?
I watched it when it was revealed back in Goodwood all those years ago in 2020.
So everyone after them has pitted. So on board in the number 6.
And now I'm watching it while
what you can
it's
hear
coming
is
to an
that
end.
4.6 litre V8 turbo, but what we were hearing from the pictures we get here in the Ford Racing Global Broadcast Centre is a massive amount of lift to close down into 10A and B.
Yeah. Another official retirement, the Conquest Racing Ferrari number 34 that Manny Franco had, who
Oh, the Mustang, he's going to be vulnerable.
Domino effect down through the S's. That is now an official retirement as well.
The Mustang as well. So one of the Mustangs slowing the pack down. The pack of the number 1, the number 77 and the number 3. And the other Mustang's right behind that trio trying to catch up to his own teammate.
Not yet put in the papers. The last car running at the moment is Forte Racing in the Lamborghini Huracan. So a good restart from Ori Fadani in the AWA Chevy
57
Corvette.
reigning champion.
Second now in the bronze scoring cars, Chetilar Racing, and the number 47 with Roberto Laporte behind the wheel. He's 2 cars ahead of him. Restart under review. Winwood Racing then with an official retirement. We think 2, but certainly 1. We can congratulate Philip Ellis in the car and Russell
Mustang
Ward.
and BMW get very close. Rexy's there as well. Go on, Rex.
We wanted to get that official retirement confirmed from race control.
Rexy not able to make it.
What a season again, banking up the points Peter Mackay at the sharp end of the season. And they have
basically rode that right the way through the season, and they've not been headed in the points table.
They started off in a really strong.
Sorry, attacking the Lambo in GTD in the background.
And they've just been in imperious form, winning the Monterey
GTD
Sports Car
Pro was
Championship.
looking good.
Earlier in the year.
Takes me back to the Daytona 24 days of this year as well.
There. So that very strong start.
We're just missing out on Chevy being there. Oh no, there is a Chevy in there, my bad.
Ever
Into Europole, I'm on winners, woo!
For Woodward also getting
Good to see them again as well.
Challenge at BIR also. But they've got the workout.
They did commit some issues in the ELMS Sim. I remember watching that and they ended up like crashing into a couple of drivers. They were good in Silverstone though, they weren't too bad. Pace wise.
And it's going to take every bit of their
not too sure what the next ELMS race is. Probably going to be watching that soon enough.
Ricardo Agostini, Lilo Wadu Desillier, and Kenton Cook, they're all flying right now and pulling away.
I'm gonna stop watching IMSA after the first hour, unless there's some action going on, which I can't miss. So get ready for the Retro Racing. That's happening at 7. That's on my Twitch channel, which I'll put in chat if you want to see it. I'm pretty sure it's this. I could be wrong though. I think it's that. So put that in Twitch, and you should be able to see me on Twitch later on doing the Retro Racing commentary. Then I'll go back on this and watch this beautiful race here at Petit.
A lot of motorsport that requires a VIP pass or a very expensive ticket. So here you can get there, you can rub shoulders with the drivers, and the drivers are open as well. They get it how racing works here. Top job, pretty impressive.
What a huge fan base tuned in. This is where we bring the family of endurance racing together around the world in sound and vision. Sirius XM 206 in the US, 98.1 Broad Atlanta FM, around the world at RS2, and of course the World Feed TV at the IMSA YouTube page. As they run, 37 points to the good for Albert Costa and the Dragon Speed Ferrari. Let's go down to the pit lane, pick up some more news. Here's Arjuna Kakapati. Where are you, Arjuna?
I'm at Vassar Sullivan Lexus, where it's not been the easiest of 2025, but the number 14 running in GTD Pro in second, and I've got Ben Barnacle with me. Ben, what does this long, lengthy caution period at start do in terms of the strategy?
Well, you know, there's kind of two ways of looking at it. There's a lot of guys who pin there under that second yellow to take the fuel, but the way that this race actually kind of works, we can
all traffic coming into play for the first time.
A bit of fuel save, and that kind of then
or
saves
GTP.
the whole way. It meant you would half the stint at the end,
One sec, someone's knocking on the door. I'll be back later on.